Hey guys, you've been asking me almost every day, Thomas, should I still grab Quest 3 right now or wait for Steam Frame? Well, Valve finally let the cat out of the bag, and what's hopefully coming our way this year looks incredibly interesting. We are talking Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 power, 16GB of RAM and a completely new approach to PCVR streaming. But does that make the Quest 3 e-waste now? Today we are looking at every detail, from the magnetic analog sticks to foveated streaming. And of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because as soon as Steam Frame is available, I'll be doing a hard-hitting review right here. My name is Thomas and you're watching VoodooDE VR. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Let's start with the heart of the device. The Quest 3 uses the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 with 8GB of RAM. It's solid, we know it, it works. But Valve is taking a more modern route with Steam Frame, a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 based on the 4nm process. In terms of multi-core performance, for example, it's about 40% faster than Quest 3 chip. It's paired with 16GB of RAM, that's double what the Quest 3 offers. So what does this mean? More RAM means more complex worlds and better multitasking. While the Quest 3 sometimes hits its limit with, for example, very large standalone titles, Steam Frame is essentially a Steam Deck for your face. And since it runs on SteamOS 3, you have total freedom. Valve says it's your device. You can install apps, use the desktop mode, and you aren't trapped in Meta's golden cage. That's a massive plus for everyone who loves tinkering and having full control. Let's look through the lenses. Both headsets use modern pancake optics. The Quest 3 delivers a resolution of 2064 by 2208 per eye. Steam Frame is almost neck and neck at 2160 by 2160 pixels per eye. But it offers a higher refresh rate. It's experimentally even 144 Hz. The Quest 3 can't do that. But the real star for Valve will likely be foveated streaming. Steam Frame has two internal cameras tracking your eye movements. The system knows exactly where you're looking. Instead of transmitting the entire image in maximum quality, which eats up bandwidth, Valve only sends the full pixel glory to where your focus is. This is supposed to improve effective bandwidth and image quality by a factor of 10. So theoretically, this means wireless streaming with a clarity we've only seen from DisplayPort cables until now. It also means it works with your entire Steam library without developers needing to patch the game. The difference from the existing foveated rendering, which the Quest 3 uses without eye tracking in some cases, is that foveated streaming kicks in after the image is already rendered. It's a pure optimization of the video transmission and can therefore be applied to all existing games. And this is a huge advantage. But one point where Meta Quest 3 absolutely shines is mixed reality and pass-through quality. Meta lets us blend reality with virtual elements, which is incredibly cool in some games and apps. Perhaps you've seen them on my channel. The feature is simply non-existent on Steam Frame, which could be a deal breaker for fans of mixed reality. A huge criticism of wireless VR is always latency. Meta does a good job with AirLink, but Valve wants to make it perfect. Steam Frame comes with a 6 GHz wireless adapter included. This uses dual frequencies. One radio module handles only the audio and video streaming from the PC, while the other module maintains your Wi-Fi connection for internet and downloads. So no more fighting for bandwidth with other devices in the house. For PCVR enthusiasts, this could be an absolute game changer. For the controllers, Valve is using magnetic analog sticks with capacitive touch sensors. These are the same ones as we know from the Steam controller. Since there is no mechanical friction, stick drift should hopefully be a thing of the past. The Quest 3 controllers, on the other hand, use traditional mechanical sticks. Something that might be interesting but will require an adjustment: the controllers have a full gamepad layout. D-pad, A, B, X, Y buttons, analog triggers. You can use them to play your regular non-VR games in virtual cinema without switching controllers. That's crazy. Plus, there are capacitive finger sensors for immersive tracking. And if you run out of juice, just like Meta, these use a simple AA battery that lasts for many hours. Just swap it out and keep going. Valve has significantly slimmed down the weight. The main module of SteamFrame weighs only 185 grams. With the modular head strap, which also houses the battery, we are at 440 grams. Quest 3 weighs 515 grams with the standard strap, which you'd usually want to replace anyway because it's really bad. So it will be even heavier. Because of the weight distribution, SteamFrame will likely feel more balanced than Quest 3. As for sound, Valve uses integrated two-way speakers in the strap, designed to neutralize vibrations so they don't interfere with tracking. Anyone who knows the index speakers knows that Valve delivers reference level quality here. By the way, SteamFrame charges via USB-C at 45 watts, which fills the 21.6 watt-hours battery extremely fast. The battery capacity is slightly higher and the charging speed is much higher than at Quest 3, which maxes out at 27 watts. Let's talk the price. So you currently get the Meta Quest 3 for $499 or 550 euros. That's definitely an unbeatable price for what you get. And it's available right now. With SteamFrame we have to speculate a little bit. But let's look at the facts. Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, eye tracking, 60 GB of RAM and the wireless adapters included. So these specs are very expensive, especially at the current times where hardware is very expensive. I suspect we're looking at a launch price between $799 to $999. Especially, I think Valve said that the price will be lower than $1,000. So $999 is very likely, right? So that's almost twice as much as the Quest 3. It is twice as much. But for that, you get an open system and high-end technology that will last for years, especially when we talk about the streaming. It's also still uncertain which games will run natively on SteamFrame without a PC. It certainly won't be possible with every PCVR game in the Steam store. Imagine Flight Simulator 2024 on a standalone headset. I think this is impossible. Meta has a massive lead here and by far the largest standalone store in the world. Time will tell if Valve can catch up or even surpass Meta. So my conclusion, which one should you buy? Get the Quest 3 if you want to jump into VR right now, if you love mixed reality features, And if you like a really huge standalone store and are on a budget, it's a perfect all-rounder for the masses. If you use my link in the description, by the way, for MetaQuest, you will get a $30 store credit to get you started. Wait for Steam Frame if you are primarily a PCVR player, have a huge Steam library and are tired of compression and latency when gaming wirelessly. Steam Frame is likely the headset for PCVR enthusiasts who want fewer compromises and are willing to pay more for quality wireless streaming. And more freedom, of course. What do you think? Will you wait for Steam Frame, or do you already have a Quest or another headset and plan to keep it? Let me know in the comments, this is very interesting. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell if you don't want to miss any Steam Frame updates and of course my review as soon as it's out. Thank you for watching and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE